everyone! So today I did this makeup tutorial. This is kind of the rose look from Titanic. I didn't show this in the tutorial, but you can part your hair down the middle, kind of like she does. And I have naturally curly hair, so this is, you know, makes it a little bit easier for me. But to look just like her in the movie, you'd probably want to dye your hair red, maybe even get it curled. And you probably want to change your eye color too. If you don't have the right color, you can get contacts. So this is the look. It is very understated with some bright lips. You could do something a little bit more orange, but this is just kind of my take on her look. I saw the movie over Christmas and I just loved it. So I hope that you guys can use this and enjoy the tutorial. So as a part of this look, Rose just has very pale skin and it's flawless. Like there is not a single blemish. So mine is not as full coverage as it should be, but I didn't have anything lighter, so that's as light as it went. So yes, you want to make sure that you do your foundation that way. Also, you want to shape your lips. I'll link it in the bottom tab on how I do that in my videos. Rose's lips are very defined with a cupid's bow, so we wanted to try to replicate that as best as we can. The next thing I'm going to do, I always say that, don't I? Does that ever get annoying to you guys? Because it really gets annoying to me. Anyways, proceeding that step, I'm going to take this New York color wheel, just a really cheapo one, the Mosaic powder. This one is in Pink Cheek Glow, I believe. And you really just want to simply pat this onto your cheeks, and you want to make sure that you do this really light. So kind of smile, find your apples, and just lightly dust that on. And then you can definitely blend that out with your powder brush that you just used for your face. So there's some extraordinarily light cheek color. And make sure you use a very rosy color. Once you've got that applied, just blend it on out. And Rose has a bit more of a round face, so when doing our contours, we want to do them light, and we definitely do not want to go all the way down, and we still want to blend them. Also on her nose, it's a little bit wider, so I'm not going to do contours because it is wider than mine. If you have a really wide nose, you might want to bring it down with contouring. If you have a really small nose, you might even want to put highlight on the side to bring that out. I'm just going to do a little bit here at the bottom and then up by my temples as well to try to give us as close to her shape as possible. And I know that her real name isn't Rose, but for the sake of this, I'm going to call her that. You want to blend that out too because you want to make it very understated. And then all of her looks are very matte. So I'm going to be doing a red lip, but I'm going to show you guys how to do that because it's going to be a matte red lip and not a shiny red lip. So I am going to post a link in the bottom tab. Actually click subscribe because I haven't uploaded it yet. But when I film it and upload it, you guys will be informed. It's completely free to subscribe, so just click it up there. Otherwise, you won't see when I post new videos. So make sure that you do that and you'll see when I post how to do this lip. But I'll kind of go over it with you now. So once we kind of have that basic shape, we are going to get into the lip. And there's a couple things that I'm going to turn off the camera and not do. But basically we shape our lip, and then I'm just going to be using Charismatic by MAC. You could also use Crosswires, which is a cream sheen, but I'm just going to use Charismatic because I feel it's more appropriate. Now that we've kind of completed this look with our lips, not only does it make our teeth whiter and our face paler, which is good for this look. I know that I don't have red hair, so I don't really, can't complete the look, but whatever. The next thing we're going to do is our eye. And her eyes definitely focus on the brows a lot because they're dark brown. I think mine are a sufficient color, but if you guys are really blonde or if you have really dark hair, you might want to lighten or tint, lighten or darken your brows depending on what you need. Shape them in the normal way that you would, only make sure that the shape looks like hers. Hers kind of come up and then just slope on over. So I'm going to try to do that. It has a slight curve, but it's not really pin up. Something more like that. And if you guys need to tweeze your brows, then definitely do. The next thing is that she does not wear a lot of makeup in these. So the colors that we're going to use are very light. The first one I'll be taking has been one of my favorites recently called Dream Maker by MAC. I am just using a 239. And we're just going to apply this kind of as our highlight color. So if you guys can see, I'm going to apply it right here and right here. And I usually do one eye at a time, but today I'm just going to do both. Then for the actual lid, we don't want anything too dark, so I'm just using Honesty by MAC, which is a really shimmery color. I'm going to use it with actually a blending brush, and I'm just going to dip it kind of into our crease and along our lid. And that is literally all you have to do as far as eyeshadow is concerned. And you can also get into eyeliner, and she has this kind of pin-up thing going on. It's not super pin-up, but it's not like normal eyeliner. So take a liquid liner and just line just ever so gently on your natural lash line. You don't want to go way up and you don't want to wing it out too much, but maybe just a slight little tip there at the end that's kind of a downturned curve. Kind of like the typical pinup, only definitely not as exaggerated. So it's really hard to do when I'm filming, but just take this, I'm using the Maybelline Line Stiletto, and take this just along the upper lash line of both eyes. So once you've completed that, you can go in with typical eyeliner, just kind of like a pencil liner, maybe a gel liner, depending on what you like to use best. I'm going to be using a dark brown. You can use a black or a gold. I'm using Bobbi Brown. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm using Victoria's Secret, very sexy. Or you could use Bobbi Brown and Walnut because it's almost identical. But you're going to want to do this only on your upper waterline. So fill this in underneath where you did the liquid liner. Any mistakes, it's really simple. Just kind of take a Q-tip and blotch them off. Once you've done that, you can go in with your mascara. And she does not have overstated lashes. I would definitely not use a very dramatic one for this. She doesn't look clumpy at all, so just use one that definitely will grab every lash. For me, that would either be probably a Maybelline, one of the America's Favorite, or this one. This is a lash stiletto. So this is the one I'll be using. And we just want to make these very understated, but still there. And I'm not going to do the bottom lashes. If you really want to go out with this look, you could put contacts in if your eyes aren't, naturally the right color. You could even do your hair different. For instance, she has red hair in the movie, so it would be very easy to just dye your hair or, really up this look by using one of those two methods. It'll make you look much more like her. So that is basically the look. You can accessorize with some of the things she might wear in the movie. Definitely do fuller cover foundation. Definitely, if you really want to go out, change your hair or your contact color. But I hope that this helps you, and I hope that you enjoyed it. So if you haven't seen the movie, go watch it. It's one of the best movies ever. It also has Leonardo DiCaprio as Jack. It's one of the sweetest love stories I've ever seen, and one of my personal favorites. So I hope that you guys enjoy this, and I hope that you like the movie too. So post a video response or a comment or send me a message, and click subscribe as well, so that way you guys can hear from me in the future. I'll talk to you all soon. Bye!